Howdy folks, Justin here. After the last video I uploaded, which was a disaster of a versus arena run, I decided that unlike the way I usually do it, where I upload a versus arena run every other week or so, I had to try to reclaim my glory or double down on me being an awful player. So we're going to try this again. And we have warrior, sorcerer, and archer to choose from. I'm sort of interested in playing sorcerer. Uh, But you know what? I've never played Warrior in Arena. This is how 0-3 runs begin, by the way, is with phrases like that. But I think we got to go Warrior. So let's see what happens. Markarth Bannerman, Angry Grawl, Dread Clanfear. Markarth Bannerman seems like a really solid pick. Um, hmm. I like Steel Scimitar a lot. Enchanted Plate feels greedy. Rapid Shot, a little in the middle. You know, if we had more of a deck to compare this to, it would be a little easier to make this decision. I think this leads us to a more aggressive route, although not necessarily. This is definitely more controller, just general utility, and this is more value oriented. I think I'm going to take the Steel Scimitar. Does combo with Spider Worker, so there's always that. Um, Rift and Pillager, not bad. Stone Throw, though, I feel like has to be the pick here as a removal spell. Lowland Troll, improvised weapon. Lowland Troll costs a lot. It's not a it's not a bad card. Absent any other information, I think we'll take the Lowland Troll, I suppose. Dragentail Savior, great. Rothgar Assassin, or Frenzied Witchman. It's interesting how closely these two compare. This would synergize with orcs in these colors. This is actually not terrible either. Um, I kind of lean towards the Rothgar Assassin just because it's an orc. I think we'll take that. Heavy Battle Axe. I've won games with Heavy Battle Axe. Let's take Heavy Battle Axe. Mighty Ally, 3-3 for 3, potentially a lot more. I think we'll go with that. Scotland Pyromancer, high value. Another good one. We need to stop taking 3 drops, so we'll take one last equipment, I suppose. Henchman, playable. Savage Ogre, fill out our top end. Sharpshooter Scout, reasonable. Triumphant Jarl, we could be the deck that triggers that. Here I'm going to take the Old Gate Warden, actually. Rehad Horseman. Lion Guard Strategist. If it's good anywhere, it's good in Arena, right? Yeah, I'm taking that. I think North Point Captain is the pick here. Restless Templar or Hist Speaker. I think it's Restless Templar. Mummify or Triumphant Jarl. I'm going to take the Jarl and just try to take 9 aggressive cards here, I suppose. As I'm offered these. Cursed Spectre, I suppose, is the most potentially useful. Are we the Gladiators Arena deck? This is a great 7-drop. We already have 2 7-drops, so. Yeah, let's take Gladiator Arena, give ourselves some reach. Orc Clan Captain, the 2-drop. That's the Orc payoff card we were looking for. I think we'll go with the Defender, even though it doesn't synergize with the rest of these things, just to help our curve. We will take the Dreg. I will take the Fiery Imp, I suppose. Huntsman's not bad. Haunting Spirit's great. Okay, so I think another mediocre deck. A lot of decisions there I'm not really sure of. I wasn't able to cement myself in one direction or another really well, and I'm not particularly happy with how that worked out. So, we'll see what happens. I was doing MRT training this week, and these bottles of water, I believe, were being given away there. Otherwise, I'm not really a bottled water kind of guy. We'll keep the 2-drop, throw back the 4-drops, playing against an archer, somebody who made a better decision. I've played against this guy in arena before. Ivan XXIII. Okay, so let's throw down our henchman. Next turn we can either huntsman or orc clan captain and steel scimitar for a better deal. Alright, so if that doesn't trigger... Alright, it did trigger, unfortunately. Do we just abandon that lane? Oh, there's no good move here, is there? What is the play? I think the play is actually to play this and go face with that. Because what I'd like to do is find a way to trick him into attacking this. But you know what? I think this sets me up for Huntsman the best. He probably just removes light like that. But it's theoretically... it sets up a situation where we're not just totally boned. You have a improvised weapon? Are you that much smarter than me? Um... Hmm... Alright, not happy about any of this. But, we'll see what we can do. Crushing blow. Well, we do have Cursed Spectre for that. So that's not too bad. We will put that there. And we are on track to actually trigger Triumphant Jarl this turn. Or alternatively lay down Gladiator's Arena and Mighty Ally. Okay. That's kind of what we hope to have happen. Cast out Merkwater Butcher. Okay. Yeah, I think we just Jarl. That looks pretty solid. Certainly not ahead on board. I think we're at something approaching parity, although they have presence in both lanes, which is not great. Prophecy, we don't really have any prophecies. If we were really greedy, we'd just slap our battle axe on there and go to town, but I think better play involves playing Rehab Horseman this turn. Okay, so our opponent's just pivoting to aggression. Now, if we play this right, we can race him, right? Okay, so... Not sure how good of a move that was, but this puts a lot of damage from us on the board. I mean, we can play Heavy Battle Axe and Gladiator's Arena next turn, which seems pretty good. Now if they have like Burn and Pillage all of a sudden, we're going to feel and look pretty stupid. Bankorai Butcher. Bankorai Butcher. Okay, so this is our opportunity to kill him. So that's a lot of damage. Alright, we get a prophecy. Are we just dead? Nope. Awesome. We do have to connect with everything. Alright. Well, he tried to race and he lost, although it was getting pretty hairy there. That's one victory with our warrior deck in versus arena. Play at least another game or two, see how this all turns out. Um, I think the lesson from that game is that we kind of made a mistake by picking up any of these late game cards. I mean, especially with the two Jarls, right? Like the Troll and the Savage. Now, I think we might have picked the Jarls. Well, I can't remember the exact order, but uh, I can imagine situations where my deck just does not have the opening hand it needs to win this game. See what happens. I mean, I guess the flip side of that is we do have a something sort of resembling a late game, although Savage Ogre is just a one-time equipment. Alrighty, playing against Rule 51. And looks like we're about to experience what I was just talking about. He's playing Assassin. We are playing Warrior for no good reason. And not a good Warrior deck at that. Now, what do we think he has? The 2-2 with Pilfer? Or maybe Ungolem? Mournhold Guardian. Alright. That I'm not... Oh, no, another 1-drop. What? Okay. It happens, I suppose. So next turn we can drop Mighty Ally. Does he have a play? I hope it's something interesting. He does not. Okay, so just to stay on curve, we'll drop Mighty Ally. My guessing is it doesn't trigger, and it did not. Ooh, I have a handful of red cards, only a 30 card deck, so. So right, a 3/3 still clears us out, and if he breaks one of our runes, I think we're probably okay with that. Another 1-drop. Right. Old Gate Warden. It's funny because Old Gate Warden is actually not exactly. Oh, Sharpshooter Scout, my old friend. So, we do that. We do that. And then we do that. Value. That is what I'm talking about. Value. Oh no, 5-drop. What's it gonna be? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. uh, Alright. It happens. I think Old Gate Warden might be about to shine here. Ooh, Markarth Bannerman value. Perfect on curve. He'll have the lightning bolt. Actually, he'll probably have Soul Rest Marshal into Soul Rest Marshal into lightning bolt. That's my hope. That's what I'm hoping happens here. In the event that that doesn't, though, okay, takes all kinds, I suppose. Okay, does this have drain? It doesn't. Alrighty. So we put this over here with the Bannerman because then we can Savage Ogre it up to remove a giant guard of some kind. What is his plan to gain life? Tome of Alteration. He might be able to kill this. Leaf Lurker? Finish off, maybe? Yeah. Alright. Well, I think we actually just Savage Ogre and kill that, right? It seems like we need to remove that. Okay. Looks pretty solid. I wonder what his other picks were when he took the Spriggan. Or maybe he's just running 8 Werebats and has gotten really unlucky on these first 2 runes. Seems like we should probably drop Gladiator's Arena fairly soon. Start the clock of inevitability. But I feel like I'm the kind of guy, and Gladiator's Arena is the kind of card that I will end up killing myself with that before this run is over. Sounds about right. Cliff Racer. Okay. Well, that's sad. Um, hmm. I think we can kill him, right? No, we only put him to one. Um, I just didn't want to hit that werebat off that last rune if I didn't have a chance. If I had a chance of not surviving. Oh, see, here we go. I knew it was going too well. What do we got? I feel like holding on to an extra firebrand, especially when your deck is full of equipment like mine is a pretty reasonable call. I can see the arguments for just making sure you want to push damage, but okay. Buy the egg of fine battle. Um, that's generally my experience. Like when I was playing the Battlefacts Life deck last season, I really made it a point to try to hold on to a charge creature if possible. All right, let's play another one with our warrior deck versus arena warrior. Um, a whole bunch of pretty below average cards and two triumphant jarls. I guess Markarth Bannerman did a lot of work that game, so can't really count that out. You know, so I don't really watch a lot of people play games on YouTube, but I was watching this video the other day, and I noticed that the chair this guy was sitting in was really fancy and looked something like something out of Star Trek, and so I was watching another video then later on, and I noticed the guy's in the same chair, and I think that I I'm not sure if like there's some kind of like club of people who play video games on TV that I'm sorry, on YouTube that I'm not a part of, and that's why I don't have a chair. Greetings. Um, but I've noticed a lot of people now since then, since I've started looking for it, with this chair. I'm a little I'm a little confused. Mournhold Trader. Hmm. Well, Mournhold Trader meet Old Gate Warden. This probably doesn't end well for my Warden, unfortunately. But if it does survive, we'll throw the more cool Gatekeeper down. This is certainly not a long-term solution. Wow, that's really sad. Hmm. That is really, really sad. This actually leaves us with no way to do anything we want to do. I think we still just waste this to remove that. But that's two constructed cards in his opener is pretty good. Homie, I have scales. Have you seen my avatar? Okie dokie. Now, he doesn't know this, but of course we have no way to do 2 damage to that. Right. More guard creatures. Play the 2 of them. I mean, if he gets greedy, and, well, I don't know. I don't know what our plan is here at all. Draw some cards. That's our plan. Take some face damage. We will see what happens. Come on. Attack the lizard guy. Alright. So I'm not about to get any value off Pyromancer, but I might be able to squeeze value out of the Dreg Shell armor. Hey, okay. So that'll leave this alive. Stone throw doing no work. Hmm. Yeah, stone throw is not. It's been really underwhelming. And Scavenge Pyromancer is not looking great either. The only creature on the board it kills right now, of course, is mine. So he probably throws this into this, right? If we're lucky, actually, that's what happens. If he doesn't do that, then I stone throw that. Atromancer. Alright. Stone throw value. I'm sorry, Pyromancer value right there. This, of course, gave him the 7-6 with Ward. 7-5 with Ward. Oh man, in Magical Christmas Land, he does that. Oh, how beautiful. How very beautiful. Not obviously a long-term solution to any of this, but man, I will take any kind of solution I can get. I guess next turn we can develop Lowland Troll. Let's get some prophecy action. We don't even have any prophecy cards worth mentioning. Um, Highland Lurcher. Okay. So we're on the you're dead plan. I'm dead. Not him. I'm dead. We have to, unfortunately, take out the cat first because otherwise it's gonna. I mean, we can use Savage Ogre, but there's no way to use Savage Ogre in conjunction with Stone Throw in the immediate future. Right. And at least we have something to Stone Throw. I guess we develop Haunting Spirit. I mean, I think we're just probably going to fall too far behind this turn, though. Unless some miracle happens. How good is that? That lets us take the 7-drop off the board. Ooh, that's actually... Damn. Damn, damn, damn. You know, I mean, we have to Stone Throw this so that we can swing at this. Still taking 9 next turn. And if that goes there, we have no answer to that. Well, we do have Savage Ogre, I guess. That's as close as we get to an answer. But he's probably got Tazcad. Alright, double Lightning Bolt or something. Giant Bat. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I mean, we just want him to think we have awesome prophecies and he shouldn't attack. Holy shit, we did have a prophecy. Is there anything smart we can do with this? Yes. This lets us remove both of those with our Savage Ogre. Why? Why are you apologizing? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, yep, we're dead because we can't remove those two creatures, aren't we? Well, that is a real friggin' bummer. That's what happens sometimes. Okay, so we'll play one more game, see if our first two were just a fluke, and yeah. I'm trying to think. I think we played that about as well as we could have. I mean, we didn't stand a chance without the prophecy, so I guess getting upset about his two creatures that he followed that up with is a little ridiculous. The apology from the opponent, I mean, stuff like that always kind of annoys me, but you know, different people enjoy different parts of this game, so. Takes all kinds, playing against Geiken. Playing Sorcerer, throw all these cards back. Okay, this is about the hand I was worried we were going to get, and not even an elixir to help shore up our curve, unfortunately. Alright, we'll see what happens. Waiting for our opponent's choice. Like, oh, do I keep the two Firebolts and the Daggerfall Mage? Like, I don't know. I should try to dig for the 3 Ungolims I somehow got into my deck. Okay. 2/2 with Ward. Maybe a Brutal Ashlander if you're that kind of guy. What do you have? Speaking of like chair cabals, like I was earlier, I bought my girlfriend recently a pretty nice chair because she really likes chairs and she asked for one. Deathless Draugr. Okay. And I'm looking at it. It's much nicer than the chair I'm sitting in right now. And you know what? I'm. That's the punchline. Like I'm just looking at it. No one's sitting in it. I'm just sitting in this one and not using the other one because I am dumb. All right. So we certainly have other cards that we'd like him to use Firebolt against less or more. I mean, so I think we're okay with sacrificing this. Redoran Enforcer. Okay. Well, takes all kinds. This actually looks pretty nice. I mean, we're going to end up losing that to that, but then we can Valenwood Huntsman it down. And then, actually, you know what? We'll just... Oh, man. So we're so close to doing something cool here, but alas, it's not the case. I guess Markarth Bannerman is probably to play no matter what happens, but I could be mistaken. Right. Hmm. Now this lets me, well, let's see what happens. I kind of want him to go face for 5, but obviously he's making this trade. If he has a Lightning Bolt too, we're going to fall pretty far behind. Our own Spectre? Oh my god. Called shot. And beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I'm not thrilled by this, but I think I have to go face because, well, I then again, we've given him a number of opportunities to play a Firebolt, and he hasn't. But he could have Ash Servant too, Night Shadow. That makes sense somehow. Um, Night Shadow. You got me. Hmm. What am I trying to do here? What am I doing? Okay. I think this spreads out our threats the most. Ice Storm, you know, there's the Firebolt, so I guess I was wrong about that. I also misjudged the number of cards I needed to have over here. Alright. Yeah, I played that all wrong. Um, Because I can only do 4 to that. Oh, because I was counting on gatekeeping the warden, and I played that all wrong. Okay. Well, hopefully we can beat him in card quality. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous given what's actually in my hand, but there's the mummify. Well, we can still remove that if he doesn't set up a guard behind it. I'm sorry, in front of it, not behind it. There's a midnight sweep. Okay. I'm being mocked. We're out of ways basically too to remove that night shadow. Yep. Fiery Imp. Never looked so awful, Fiery Imp. You've never looked so awful. Ice Storm now I'd welcome. Lurking Mummy. Whatever. Why would you put that there? Because you have that. That makes sense. Oh, Clutch Steel Scimitar, huh? Well, it's not pretty, but it'll do. Not bothering to put any of these over here. Uh, Individually, they're not going to make enough of a difference. That's a really horrible rationalization on my part, though, because I should have put some over there. I'm a little tilted, in case you can't tell. Now we do get a huge Dragon Tail Savior, I suppose. Um, hmm. That goes there, probably. Triggering Jarl is sort of a magical fantasyland sort of thing, but with him drawing one creature a turn for right now, not super worried about it. And if it's not a creature, or I mean, see what happens. What spell did you get is the real question now. Right. Midnight Sweep, of course. That's pretty good. Not good enough to clear. Hmm. So if I make this a 5/5, like I just can't kill it, right? So what I have to do is something awful like this. Okay, maybe we've stabilized. Awesome. The fact that he drew a blank, I'll take that all day. Right, it's a 4/4 now. What do you got? Be something awful. Lesser ward. Awesome. Completely awesome. Okay. Savage Ogre, you've never been. What are you doing? I'm not playing against charge colors, so it's putting it here or here is sort of irrelevant on an empty board where we're drawing one card a turn each. Lightning Bolt? Come on, you drew Lightning Bolt. Or Odiving, I suppose, and he's just getting greedy. Uh. Yeah, we're never triggering that. 11 cards left. Worth. This might be the game where we learn how that works. Don't draw him a card. And it's Lightning Bolt. Alright. Right. It's gotta be Lightning Bolt. Or Mummify if he's thinking about playing it over here. There we go. There's the Mummify. I don't want to call those shots. Gladiator Arena. What did I do to deserve this? We have to go for it. It seems like I can't play that. We're gonna lose to a deck with Elixir of Conflict in it. Like, what? We don't deserve this. Oh God, it's even worse that he fucking went face there. God, that's awful. Well, we've lost. What are you doing, buddy? He's got 8 on board. I mean, obviously we can't play Gladiator Arena. We can't win either. I mean, there's just no way. But this is us losing to a deck with Gladiator Arena, or I'm sorry, with Elixir of Conflict, which I would argue is actually worse than Gladiator Arena. All right. Well, hey guys, thanks for watching. This was another arena run, the first half of one anyway. Maybe not half. Half might be generous given our luck lately. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow for episode 3 of From Loser to Legend. Have a good day.